PyroRadio.
And we're welcoming on our guests, Logic and Mighty Moe in the building. What's good, people?
Salute. Welcome, guys.
Bless.
Yo, so have you been seeing what we've been talking about, yeah?
Pardon me?
Have you been seeing what we've been talking about, yeah?
You know what? I catch it on the Facebook still.
Yeah. So
we've been
is there racism in hip hop?
What? Diving straight in.
Straight away.
I never even said hello.
Nah. We don't even want to know how you're doing. You know that one.
That's how we do it on the show right now.
It's love. Flip life. Is there racism in hip hop? You know what it is, yeah? I think hip hop is controlled by racist people.
Okay.
And I don't feel within hip hop itself, because we are hip hop, you know, I am hip hop, you are hip hop. Like it's
definitely.
our thing. So
Yeah.
I don't think racism can even exist. I don't think it can even be, it could even ever possibly be a part of hip hop as long as we all embrace it, you know?
Yeah.
Fundamentally, the people that control hip hop, run the record labels and that, they're racist still.
Yeah.
Not even a debating thing.
I think we had Cakes on last week talking about the same topic.
What did he say?
So he basically said the same thing straight away.
He said that what people try to say, this whole house is dirty, but that one room is clean. Hip hop.
So it was like laughing, like obviously, you know what I'm saying? But he was saying,
but
that
then they have an agenda trying to push negativity.
Yeah, the content, that gets released
of course.
pushed.
Yeah, we have to recognize the agenda and understand the agenda. It's not.
Yeah.
It's not hard for us to see. All the other day, a couple of days ago, I'm watching the XXL freshman thing.
Yeah.
And it's like, you got a bag of black youths chatting a bag of foolishness. And then you got man like Little Dicky. The only man you can understand, you can hear, you can translate. So you know they got an agenda and they're trying to make it sound and look like hip hop is a dumb genre right now, because right now the hip hop that's coming out is stupid, innit? It don't make no sense. There's no adult that can embrace it and say, yo, this is what we used to listen. No, this is some new thing. It's not hip hop, fam. It's some trip hop, or I don't know what they trap.
Well, you're saying it's not hip hop, no?
I don't call it hip hop.
This is another debate we're gonna get onto another day. But I'm gonna quote this later on.
However, though, I think you're the only person to say like hip hop is run by racists. Like other people have made the point that it's still racism in hip hop, but you're making a different point. Like it's run by racists, like the people that own the labels and the distribution. Yeah. So that's a point that ain't really been made.
So you don't think though that it's apparent at all in the quote unquote UK hip hop scene that we're all involved in?
What do you think, Mo? Come in, man. Come in.
Yeah, Mo.
I don't think you could really. It's that hip hop is about standing up against these kind of things. Isn't it? So that kind of goes against what hip hop is about. I mean, the people that I'm around, I don't think they're racist.
No.
Do you know what I mean? I don't know who else is out there and what they're keeping up. Do you know what I mean? But the people who I'm around, they're definitely not racist.
See what it is, yeah? There's a little like a high focus wave generation coming in.
Yeah.
And that's mainly rich white youths, don't get me wrong,
Yeah.
But they're not racist. You understand? They're not racist at all.
Yeah.
Overstand that. I think it might be perceived as racism.
Yeah.
But I don't know. For me, there's no racism in the UK hip hop. We're a diverse crowd and we've always been diverse and we won't let no.
Yeah, and I get shut down. That's the thing. I feel like I'm starting to see it though sometimes. Like there's certain people that are writing mad racist stuff on Facebook, and then like everyone will be outraged and sharing it, and be like, "Bro, this guy's got a freestyle on such and such channel, and he's coming out with these kind of views."
How do you mean?
He's talking about
not
white
dappy.
people.
Some guys wrote a comment like, "Oh, if you don't like it here, go back to your mud huts." Like
these aren't really known rappers.
But he's got a video. He's in the scene. He's got a freestyle on a known channel with 10,000 views. I can't remember his name. He blocked me mad quick as well. Like we went in on him.
Do you know his name?
No, I don't remember.
Otherwise, I would air him out.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. We got air those donuts.
No, we did air him out. Like loads of people aired him out.
In addition to people like him, there's also loads of people that say really like racist or xenophobic or anti-immigrant things. That they're doing something. They're like a graphic designer, or they're using hip hop culture, and they're saying these things. I see it quite often.
There was another guy.
Always rappers.
There was another guy whose name I do know, and I'm not gonna say his name here, because when we done this show last week, Terror Slim said to me, "Go and check this track," and it had a rapper in the video talking about immigrants, saying some wild things, and I thought I'm gonna play this on the show and I'm gonna talk about it. And I contacted them. I tried to try and interact and hear something from him, and I couldn't get through to him, but I got through to another rapper on the song, and he was like, "You know what? like I can't stop you from playing that. But the guy who made the song, like he realized like he's grown up. He made that mad young. He's changed his opinion. I'm trying to get through to this guy to film something with him saying that. I think that makes the story even more interesting. Do you know what I'm saying? Well, it is out there. Do you know what I'm saying?
Then obviously you see what it is. Racism is out there, and it's everywhere. It's been there before the EU foolishness. Like people are, you know what I'm saying? Racism not a thing that's not there, innit?
Yeah.
And obviously there will be people in hip hop that are racist. That don't make UK hip hop racist, innit?
No.
That just makes a couple donuts in it around town.
I think it's the immigration issue is the big issue in this country that's bringing a lot of this together. And you've touched on that on the Alien single, which we played a little while earlier as well.
Big. And on other stuff, you bring up these type of issues in general. Do you get any backlash? Like, do you get any?
You know what it is? Yeah, I get a lot of backlash for everything I say. That's just
especially like the Palestinian stuff. Like,
of course, we're living in UK.
Social
we're living in their
stuff.
land. You know what it is? Yeah, I was saying the other day, debating with my brother the other day about this system and the revolution and where tear and what. But fundamentally, it's like we're living in their house. It's like man going into your house and telling you how to paint your bathroom.
Okay.
But fundamentally, this is their home. So if we want to live in their home, we kind of have to semi-abide by their rules, and that's what we do fundamentally by buying petrol and like, according to certain things, phones and boom, boom, boom. So we're in their system. To really revolt from this system, we have to come out of this system and build our own system, fundamentally, you know?
Separate from it.
Separate from it. We have to separate ourselves from this system that is corrupt already. Can't try and change something that's already fucked. Can you swear?
No, we'll try to avoid it still. But I should have said that.
When you say you get a backlash, do you think black artists get more of a backlash for speaking out than white artists?
No,
or artists of ethnic minority?
I'd say...
Or is it just the subject you're talking about?
That's what I was going to say. It's about what you say and how you say it.
Okay.
Like you could be black or white, you know. If you say something a certain way and it catches the majority, then people will get at you, you know. Like English Frank and the likes of certain people around as he says. But there's lots of people that have said things. There's another brother, I see a track called Proud to Be White.
Yeah, I was going to bring this up with you because
I can't even remember his name.
You're on a song with him at the moment.
Who's that?
The Proud to Be White brother.
Yeah.
You got a song with him.
Yeah.
I was gonna say because you're saying that at the moment. Bad connections here. Bad connections here. Because also Bushkin's working with him strongly at the moment as well.
Yeah, and I see him at Garage Nation as well.
Because the thing is, like I had a mad argument with him on Facebook
about
that song. My Facebook was shut down. I got 6,000 comments because I made a comment about the song and then he bugged out and like started coming at me.
What did you think about the song?
I said that I felt it was undermining to the concept of racial pride. Because if you're white, he doesn't need to be proud in the same way because he's not fighting oppression. And I said that certain I pulled apart certain lines that I was like, I just didn't sit right with me. He said a line about he's from South somewhere. He lives in Northwest.
There's certain white skins that have fought against oppression, like obviously Serbians, Bosnians.
Yeah, but because they're but is it because they're white or because I'm Northern Irish? I'm saying like he's saying because I'm white and he's coming from an angle of he was coming from the white rapper angle of I'm in hip hop and I'm not accepted. And he was saying, they say I want to be black because I'm wearing the New Era cap. And then he goes on to say, but the owner is German. So I was like, are you trying to say because you're white, now you've got more like rights to wear New Era or whatever? There was a bunch. I would have to actually go. You
went in on Donny. I went a bit sorry for him.
I went really in on him. No, I went really in because he tried to challenge me. And then he sent me a comment saying, something about me being some wannabe black guy who's got my song made more noise than anything you done as a wannabe black guy. And I thought, well, that's the entire purpose of your song was against talking like that. I've invited him. So I've invited him. He made a diss song after all of this. It's mad. It went crazy.
That stuff.
And that's why I ignored that.
It got political.
I ignored that, I ignored it, but because I thought to myself, you know what? When I started the show, perfect platform, let's talk about it properly. So I've invited him here, and then I actually bumped into him in the street, first time I ever seen him. And I thought, because we already spoke, I said, let's go on the radio. He said, I want to do it, but Bushkin's going to come with me. I was like, cool. So I hollered at Bushkin. Was like, let's arrange this. I ain't heard from them, so I'm still shouting it out.
Okay.
Come see me, man.
How come you got a tune with him though, fam? I ain't gonna lie, he's caught bare shade on this show, innit? Like an eclipse of shade. But I'm saying, shout out to Alex, innit? Come true, fam.
Alex what?
Alex Dati.
Yeah.
Mid-Dati,
shout him out, though.
Salute him
You know what? Yeah, it got us talking. That song done a lot.
I just got on that track there. it's not even my track. It's Diamond's track, Little Diamond.
Yeah, you're featuring on it.
And I didn't know who he was getting on it. Still, I wasn't. I don't really usually do them things still, but he's the young Don still. So
showing love to the ends.
But yeah, he got a few Dons on it that I didn't even know of. After all them Dons, only NA I knew.
Okay.
But yeah, bless them. But I can't remember what I was gonna say about Alex that year.
Yeah.
Man down,
you brought up the song now.
I know, I brought up the song still.
Yeah, but my point was we were saying that, you know, he's not necessarily racist, but there's some things in it that is maybe doing racism rather than being racism. This is a concept we
Oh yeah, that's a mad thing. You're doing racism instead of. I don't think that song could be perceived. Should be perceived. It can be perceived as whatever people want to perceive as, but ultimately, I don't think it should. I don't think he made that song with any kind of racist intention, and that's what
it's ignorant.
Ignorance maybe.
Yeah.
But ultimately, you have to understand that racism is all about intent. It's about saying things with intent. You know, like if you
that song got some white supremacist intent though, a little bit like.
Boy, that's the only thing. The backlash to get sampled.
I didn't think that. I didn't think it was racist at the time.
I
don't know.
Thought man was giving us information and that.
Speaking of backlash, I saw a status the other day, where someone was like, Russell Brand and Loki, they got moved to by the government. That's why they're shut down. You get me? I was like, is it? Don't lie. I didn't even know that, fam. I should ask Logic.
Boy, I'm not Russell Brand. I'm not Loki. Like, Loki done. He didn't get shut down by no one. That's just common knowledge. He decided to do his own thing.
Yeah.
You know.
They never come on the secret. No whispers.
There's no FBI coming down and
no echoes on his mobile told him chill.
Nah.
There was nothing like
man hear these stories like quite a lot though in the game.
But the guy on Facebook
MCD
believed it. When he wrote it, he believed that. I could see the way he typed.
No,
you know what it was? Bare capitals at the end.
Trust.
You lot don't know. I was like, is it for real? Don't lie.
See the Russell Brand thing, that's the next thing. I know that's just you lot's done here. So that's not my
Is he from North?
Get him on the show if he's all done his still. Yeah, man. So the album's out right now, yeah? Mighty Logic.
Yeah, the Mighty Logic album.
How did it come about? How did you two connect?
Boy, I've been talking too much.
Yeah, Mo told me that it's been 3 years in the making.
It's been a little while still, man. Them discussions as well, you know, I'm going to say it's good that you have them discussions, but you see ultimately as well, a man saying the powers that be are racist. I agree with that. And it's like the powers that be and the powers that beyond even further, it's like they want man arguing and bickering and being distracted and you know what I mean? Let's get down to business. Like, man are here for vibes, we're here for bringing people together, not dividing people. So that's my little intro there. This album's been building up for a few years still. I met Logic a few years even before that still. We was at a sci-fi, we was just was booked to perform at an event.
Okay.
So we was outside having a sci-fi. We just got connected on the vibes thing, on the music thing still.
Yeah, man, nice.
Come down studio, featuring on a couple of his albums as well.
Yeah.
And then little time passing, he's like, come back down to the studio still.
Yeah.
And it's good because these times here as well, I'm going through my little journey in life as well still, and I'm having a bit of block when it comes to music still.
Okay.
So Logic's helped to bring me out and
draw
man out, you know what I mean? Come down studio, like, you know what I mean? It's nothing, it's just, we'll just put on some beats and we'll just vibe. So.
Yeah, because you both been in the game for years and like separate crews and that, and like big legendary ones, separate scenes, and then you come together, it's like it's out of the, you know what I'm saying? It's not regular.
Have you dropped an album yourself before? A solo album?
A couple mixtapes.
Yeah,
just kind of experimental vibes.
Okay, cool. And what about Heartless Crew? There was official Heartless Crew album. I know there was the big Chris Biscuit mixtape
compilation still, and I had a lot of our bars what people kind of knew us more on. We did build an album as well around that time. It's around 2002 time.
Yeah. I remember around that time.
It never came out.
I remember that time because we're from Holloway. Like we're about. I remember that time just hearing the rumor. The rumor in the hood was you man got a massive record deal for like £1 million. And this huge album was gonna come out. I heard this from industry people as well, though, similar things. You know what I mean? And I don't know, like the game's kind of changed now. Like it's all independent and we're just pushing out our own kind of things. I don't know if any of that's true. Or
what did you get a meal from? Hey yo, did you man get a meal?
We got a nice deal. We did still.
And that's what the Chris Biscuit mixtape came out through that deal.
Yeah, kind of all in around the same kind of thing. Yeah, we put out the Heartless theme, we put out Why.
Okay, yeah, so the Heartless theme was from that project as well.
Yeah, and we've done an album, but that's like the lost tapes now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Did you lot ever lose a battle?
Not to my recollection, still.
I never seen it though. Shut down.
Now salute my brothers from another mothers, you know what I mean?
Yeah, man, of course.
We should be heartless for life still, yeah. I mean, it's been a long journey as well that we've been going on together and individually. And as things are come around now, man, I'm actually linking back up as well. Still,
that's brilliant, man.
Yeah, for further and beyond. So, look out.
Yeah, man.
You might hear man got another next.
Yeah, man. It's mad because you know what?
It's not that. It is the independent thing still. Do you know what I mean? And it's like it's working with like-minded people and. You know what I mean, behind the scenes as well, and building up our own independent things so we can have our own sort of structure as well, not just be one entity. You know what I mean?
Did you have any problems with the big labels when you was dealing with them?
Plenty.
Yeah, well, like artistic differences and them type of things.
Yeah.
They didn't let you do what you wanted.
No, not what we wanted, yeah. Yeah, real talk, man. But
do you consider the UK garage scene to have been part of UK hip hop? Do you see it as under the hip hop umbrella?
I see everything under the music umbrella. Do you know what I mean? Ultimately, all this stuff has come from, well, African music. Do you know what I mean? But from where I kind of can trace it back to definitely like jazz and soul, the blues. You know what I mean? And that's spawned everything off of that.
Yeah.
Reggae and the music that's come out from Jamaica. That's definitely been a big influence on what I do, and definitely a lot of UK sound as well. Yeah. Still.
You know, we did a show where we asked who is the most influential UK rapper, and a lot of it was to do with like the UK hip hop people, Rodney P, Chester P, and an artist we had on here called Kingpin. He broke it down. He took it somewhere else and said, you know what, the way I look at it, and went back into jungle and those MCs, and then you guys came up in the part of his story, and he said that he felt you were the first people rapping or spitting on beats with actual content in your lyrics. So he kind of credited you.
No, that's love. Yeah, he's big up Kingpin. He's not the first man to say that still, but that's right, man. But so it's good because when we grew up listening to hip hop, obviously it was all the American sound, innit? So it's like we would kind of emulate that. But it's like he's right in the sense we listen to the jungle MCs. Do you know what I mean? It's like it put it on a different page still. Yeah, man. So definitely for me, all them man there. Stevie Hyper D, Det, Shabba, Skibber, Ragga Twins, Navigator, bag of them. Do you know what I mean? They're all inspired, man, and even the reggae artists as well, Sweetie Irie and the likes. You know what I mean?
Taking it back.
Yo, so you both performed around the world, and we was talking about the projects you've made. Do you prefer what's the difference, being a recording artist versus being a live performer? Like, which do you prefer? Like,
Lord, you had a quote the other day from Badu with it. What did she say?
She said, what did she say again?
She said, I'm on the loud on the way here.
I know what she said.
Perfecting the moment.
Like a studio time is like perfecting a moment.
Yeah.
And a live performance is like creating a moment. So
that's interesting, man.
That kind of made me look at it differently as well. But me personally, I just love the live thing, you know. If I can make all my music live.
You're both dope live. I seen both of you live, both go in still.
I suppose I wanted to ask that question to you as well, just because you come from that background of being a kind of, you know, a live MC. That's you know what I mean? Like, it's where the tape is the performance. That's like the tape that comes out is the performance. You know what I'm saying?
Them battles, like, Bear Man had written bars.
That's what I'm saying.
Bars, and you man was off the dome.
Rex was trying to argue with me about what's the best UK rap diss record today, and I was like, some of them things like, it's going to be a grime record or something else, or it's going to be something live. Do you know what I mean?
That was it, because with us, look, it was always about the moment. It was all about, you know, every set's a one away still. And I think that's where like the kind of next generation that come in, they tapped into that whole digital thing and making songs. You know what I mean? The grime guys, like, they were making songs still and perfecting that moment, capturing it still. And I think it's hard to do that, man. It's a completely different environment. And when you're vibing off the crowd, obviously in the studio, you can invite a few friends, but it's a different atmosphere. I'm still getting the hang of it. You know, question, that soul studio side, because when I listen back to things, I'm bare. And I'm like, nah, that doesn't. I could do that again.
And the kind, I suppose, this album, like the kind of music you're making, is a bit removed from kind of style of what you've been doing.
But this is where I came from still, because I started as a hip hop DJ. Still.
Okay, cool.
scratching and
okay.
beat matching.
Okay.
And, yeah,
Okay,
doing
sick.
the do still. That's how
Do you know
I
what?
started.
I met you years ago. You won't even remember, like, from these times we're talking about these raves. I think it was one of Bushkin's birthday parties. Skinny Man brought me there.
Tough.
I was like 15. I definitely shouldn't have got in. He speeched me in, you know what I'm saying? And I was with you lot and we was drinking champagne and doing. I shouldn't have been there, but it was live. Yeah.
Yeah, respect, man.
So shout out to Heartless Crew.
I know.
Yeah, nah, enough love. Big everyone locked in right about now.
So what's the album about? Like I heard the first single, Alien, and like that's about the immigration thing, which is popping off right now in
You know
England.
what? That's not even a single off the thing, you know.
No?
No, it's not on there.
That's just a charity thing.
Okay.
Okay, yeah.
I didn't even know.
Bring more light to the situation, but the album, the first single, we dropped the video the other day. Give thanks.
Give thanks,
Global
yeah. That's
Factor.
out now.
Yeah.
out now
I've got that here.
Yeah,
I'm
we
gonna
got
play
Give
that today.
Thanks, and we got the next single is Greetings. We got a couple of things in the pipeline, but yeah, man.
So where can they cop the album right now?
Everywhere, fam. Bandcamp,
Yeah.
iTunes.
I always say go to the Bandcamp because the money goes straight through. I say that with every guest that shouts at their Bandcamp.
Yeah, for
Yes.
real,
Yeah.
for real.
So which bank? What have you got a Bandcamp set up
The Bandcamp,
for the project specifically?
It's on Mo's Bandcamp still.
Okay, cool. So Mighty Moe Bandcamp.
So what's the vibe of the album though? Because I ain't bumped it yet. I'm gonna bump it today. But I thought you lot would have a hard copy for me, so I won't have to go and do
Nah,
the work.
but you have to go and get that, fam.
No, it's done. It's done.
Pull
Don't
out
worry.
your card and iTunes.
Don't worry. I'm gonna holler. I'm
Yeah,
gonna holler
yeah,
my
yeah.
cousin for the beats. Yeah.
Yeah, the physicals aren't even ready yet, you know, still.
Okay.
But when they're ready, we'll drop some down still.
Yeah.
yeah.
And we'll make sure to hit that up and shout that out.
Yeah, love. But the album's just a conscious vibes, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's a vibration where, boom. Obviously, you know what I'm about. Mo's already been about that, but people might not have known that. But
Yeah.
definitely,
So he's getting to show that.
You understand? On
Sick,
a more
sick,
of a
sick.
lyrical basis. But yeah, it's just a conscious vibration in my eyes.
So what's popping? What's popping with the People's Army, man? I'm hearing rumors of some reformation of sorts.
Yeah, there's stuff happening still. Yeah, there's things happening. We're kind of rebuilding.
Yeah.
Sounds
we're
good.
gonna we're reforming.
Yeah.
Basically, we're coming back kind of strong. So
Big up People's Army. That was a big movement.
Yeah, man.
of course.
Yeah.
Always is.
I think
Always
I
is.
think it's a time that it's kind of needed, man. It was a good movement of bringing a lot of things together. You know what I
Yeah,
mean,
definitely,
it brought a lot of us together in this room,
course.
even just for examples. You know what I'm saying?
100%.
People are mad woke right now as well. So
People are open to hearing something, right?
Yeah.
That's what it is. So I think now's the time to say, yo, listen to this, innit? Car. What they're telling you don't make sense, innit?
that's why Mighty Logic is a good time to drop it now,
Mighty
especially.
Logic is a good key to open up the door and make people know.
Although Jaz said you should have called it.
I didn't say shoulda. I said coulda. The follow-up album could be called Moe Logic.
Oh yeah, as a follow-up, yeah, for real.
I like that, Jaz. Yeah.
You heard it here first.
Moe Logic.
But
makes
about the
sense.
socially conscious thing, like obviously the situation in Palestine is always coming up and going down again. And things happen over there, and you've been someone, Logic, that speaks up on that quite a lot.
Yeah.
Do you get any flack for that? Because I feel like there's this kind of vibe that, like, some people get a bit fed up with it, or they're like, oh, why are you talking about this and not that?
Yeah, you see what it is? I do, you know. And it's funny you say
Yeah.
that still. It's funny you say that. 'Cause I was thinking while you were talking, but differently, yeah, I do. And there's a lot of say African people. And
Yeah.
say, yo, as a
Yeah,
black
yeah,
African
yeah.
man,
Yeah.
how you talking about Palestine so much?
Yeah,
Yeah.
You see what it is, yeah? Palestine's a place I visited, and I was able to go and meet people and understand the situation fully.
Yeah.
And the situation there is a lot more devastating than many situations around the world. You know, people have to
Yeah.
understand that, regardless of race or color or creed. You know, it's like, and yeah, for that reason, it just came close to my heart, and I thought, rah, that's something I got to fight for, and I got to
Yeah.
push that as much
you,
as I can.
You express what touches you.
Of course,
So,
of course.
yeah.
yeah.
So when you say like African man, black man will be on you like, yo, you should only talk about black issues because you're black. You shouldn't talk about no one else's issues. That kind of tip.
There's a Not in so many words, Ben, but yeah. Basically.
Yeah.
I've heard things like this said before. Like I've heard things like that said about Logic
real?
specifically,
Yeah,
and I thought, but I've always just thought to myself it's inaccurate because I've seen you talk about Africa, issues in Africa in your
Exactly.
music,
This is what I'm saying. I
in
don't even
Spectator,
defend it.
in like I can see it. I know it already, but I've heard it.
Yeah,
And
that's what I was kind
these
of
guys
thinking.
ain't really been listening.
I ain't heard you say Palestine that many times.
This is what I'm trying to say. Do you know what it is? Yeah, I do a lot. I used to do a lot of events for Palestine.
Yeah.
You know why that is? Because Arabs and Muslims are a very united peoples
And very active in
very
terms of-
active in doing things for
Yeah.
people that need things to be done, especially of their own religion and their own nationality. You know, so there's a lot of people within London that do a lot of work for Palestine, and they'll be hitting me up on a regular, come and do this event, and I'll say, yeah. There's not a lot of Nigerians that are doing events for Nigeria. This is the real fact of the thing.
No.
I don't organise the events, you know. But if I got a phone call saying, well, come and do this thing for Ghanaian, come and do, I'm going to go to the thing the same
it
way.
makes sense.
So I get seen in the light because I do a lot of events, but that's not really my fault. That's really us as black people.
And actually, that oppression affects black people as well, anyway.
100%.
Yeah.
I was gonna ask Mo, was you lot supposed to do Culture Clash this year?
Jeez.
Well, there was a couple of talks. You know,
I didn't even know. I saw Bushkin and Wiley talking on Twitter and all that. But before that, I didn't know nothing.
That's just a bit of banter, man. But yeah, there was some talks like right just before the event, still on the last minute thing, still. But we thought, you know what, we want to see a Heartless sound up there, still.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Yeah. That would be banging to see.
Would you have won?
We're going in hard, you know. We're going in that. We're going in fully hard.
They've never lost.
Yeah.
Never that I've seen, innit? They might have, innit? Someone.
I ain't seen them lose either. I used to go to a bag of hearts.
Yeah, I used to have them on tape, fam. I never heard a loss even, so that's why I asked, innit? I knew the answer already.
Done though. Alright, well, you're locked onto PyroRadio.com. The album is out right now, Mighty Logic. Make sure you go cop that from the Bandcamp, iTunes, and all of them good things there.
Keep it pyro.